Hi guys, welcome back to Lennox Bennett channel. As today we'll be looking at a grade 5 mathematics performance task question. Now parents, I want to say this, and this is my personal opinion. Grade 5 is the most important year of PEP. And let me tell you why. Let's say your child did PEP in grade 4 and they didn't do as well. So say they get 0. That's the worst case scenario, right? They still can get 90% because that's only 10% of the grade, right? But grade 5, it's 20%. So it literally leaves only 80%. So if a child wants to get an A plus overall in PEP, grade 5 must be the most important one, along with grade 6. Most times in grade 6, they pick up, especially boys, they pick up tremendously. All right. So ensure that your child is your grade 5. So I am hosting the marathons nightly, and it's only $4,000 per week or 1,000 per day. See the number there, 5492161. I've done 1 week already. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It says the community garden. Your class is going to plant vegetable plant. I think that should be planned. Going to plant vegetable in a section of the local community garden. The garden manager has provided an area to plant the vegetables as follows. The total area of the class to plant the vegetable will be a rectangle 40 feet long and 30 feet wide. The class has decided to plant 4 rectangular sections of the class garden with vegetables. According to this plan, a quarter of the garden will be planted with carrots, 1/6 of the garden will be planted with potatoes, 1/8 of the garden will be planted with broccoli, and 1/12 of the garden will be planted with corn. In this task, you will analyze the class plan and determine an alternate plan that will help make the most use of the available area. So from reading that, guys, put in the comment section, grade 5 students, what's your interpretation of the task given? Because this is the most important thing. How do you interpret the question? And that's the challenge for students. So guys, join my class so you can learn how to analyze and how to approach the question. All right, let's go. It says use the line tool, draw a rectangle on the model of garden to represent the 4 rectangular sections for planting vegetables according to the class plan. Now we don't have that tool, so what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be doing it manually. All right. So it says use all numbers, side length, and it says each square on the model represent 1 square foot. Drag the correct label and show the vegetable in each section. Now they gave us the area of the thing. I'll go back up to the area, the dimension that was given. It said it should be 40 feet by 30 feet. So the length should be 40. So to get the area, it's going to be 40 multiplied by 30. So the total area would be 1,200. Everyone should be able to multiply that. I think it's feet. So it's 1,200 feet square for the area. Now what we're going to use 5 for each of these boxes. Alright, so one of the box represents 5. Let's see if we can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so going across is going to be, in order to obtain, let me take in this, in order to obtain the 40 feet, we're going to use 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's carry it out to the end. Alright. So this now we have 30 going down. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's go again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we go across. So this is the rectangular field so far. And of course, guys, if you want to go to your Campion, Immaculate, Glenmuir, or whichever school, Hampton, you have to label it. So you show them that you understand. It's supposed to be 40. So ensure that you label it so they can know the actual size. Alright, remember about this. It's supposed to be 40. Opposite sides are equal. You should know that as well. Alright. Like the video if you have not done so. If you have not subscribed, you're missing out a lot. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe, but you're missing out a lot. And you, by the way, you should be in my class so you can learn and ask questions and stuff. So we outline it first. He said, think about the class plan for the garden plot. What fraction of the garden plot will be left over after the class plan? Oh, we don't reach yesterday, guys. We're actually supposed to do for each one of these. So using that, yeah. So we're actually supposed to calculate each area for each. Now, based on the diagram size and what was given, it says a quarter for the carrot. Was it for the carrot? Let me go back up. I think I need to write them down so I don't have to go back up. So it's a quarter for the carrot, 1/6 potatoes. Let me just write them down, guys. 1/8 broccoli. It's an American paper, you know, so very nice paper though. And 1/12 corn. So guys, I wrote down the fraction. Let's go. Let's just see if we can work out the area for each one of them. Let's go. So carrot is 1/4. So we just find 1/4 of the total, which is 1,200. 4 into itself 1 time, 4 into this goes 300. So it should be 300 feet for the corn. Carrot. Next we have potatoes, which is 1/6. So 1/6 times the total again, which is 1,200. 6 into itself 1 time, 6 into this 200 times. So for the potatoes, it's 200 feet. Alright, so we get the area for those. Let's work out the other two, which is the broccoli, which is 1/8. So 1/8 times 1,200. Very easy, right? 8 into 1, you can't. 8 into 12 goes 1 time. That remainder 4. 8 into 40 goes 5 times, so that's 150. And of course, you guys should be able to divide these comfortably. So that's 150. And then next we have 112, which I think would be the easiest one. So it's 112 times 1,200. What times 12 give you 1,200? 12 into itself 1, 12 into this 1, and then go back to 0, so it's 100. So this represents the area of each of them. Now my carrot is supposed to be 300 feet. So I'm going to represent this 300 feet on this. So first, using the dimension, we need to figure out how can we get this 300 feet area. Remember, this is the area, feet square. Tell Mr. Benny, so I'm going to put the feet square. This is feet square. So we're going to represent this area on this. So you have to think about the area and the measurement that we multiply. I'm going to think about, since this side is 30, I'm going to go with 30 times 10 because this is already 30. So I'm going to go with 10, which is 5, 10, because we're going up by 5. So this represents carrot area. Let me put that word there, carrot. So this is where the carrots will go. Very nice, very nice. All right, so we did the carrots. We need 200 feet now. 200. How are we going to multiply that? Remember now, guys, you can choose. Type in the comment section, what will you choose? Now, I'm going to choose 20 by 10, right? Because I think that's pretty easy. All I have to do, figure out this 10 across, right? So we have 1, 2, and then 20 going down, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to actually change the color so we can have a distinct look. What do you guys think? I've made the thing look proper, you know, guys. All right. So this represents 200. When I'm done, I'm going to put in the measurement so you guys can understand fully. Remember, we'll find the area for a rectangle and its length times width. So this represents our potatoes. 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 All right. Next, we have 150. And this 150 is the broccoli. So let us represent the broccoli. So going across, I'm going to try to do 15. So we have 5, 10, 15 by 10. And that can give you 150, right? Let me see if which color could go here. I think red would suit here. So I'm going to go 15, 1, 2, 3, and 10 down, which this should match with the 10 going down. Alright, so 15 across, 5, 10, 15, and 10 going down, 5, 10. So this is 10, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so 15 times 10 give us the 150. Alright, so this represents the broccoli. And then the last one would be 100, which is the corn. I'm going to try to use yellow for corn. So corn should be 100, so that can be a 2 by 2, right? Because each one represents 5. Well, this is actually 5. Or we could go 5 times 4. Nah. Let me see. I'm going to do the 5 by 5. So that's 10. Where can I get a 10 comfortable? I'm going to go here. I'm going to plant it at this corner. So we have 5, 10, and then 5, 10. So the corn, this is the corn part, right? This is my corn. So this is 10 because one of this box represents 5. All right, let me label my potatoes, put in it so you guys can see how we get the area and stuff like that. Now the potato, this is 5, 10. So this is 10. Should use blue here, saying. So this is 10 by 5, 10, 15, 20 by 20. So this works out to an area of 200 here. That's correct. All right, for my carrots now, let me just, I should change the carrot color and make it have a different color. So you guys can see the difference where the carrot gonna go. Enough carrot in guys, I must say Bugs Bunny. Alright, so there we have it. Let me just put in the measurement now. Of course, this is 30 by 10. So that is it. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so we have completed that task, which is to find how much each represent. Alright, this number 2 says, think about the class plan for the garden plot. What fraction of the garden plot will be left over after the class plants their vegetable? You guys work out that and tell me. Let me bear in mind we have the corn. No, it's not the corn, it's a carrot. It's a quarter. Next, we have the potatoes. This is a fraction that represented, right? And that was 1/6. And of course, we have the broccoli. So after you plant all of these guys, what fraction would remain? Type that in the comment section for those who understand it. And for the corn, it's 1/12. Parents, look at, supervise them and see what they get. All right, pause the video, guys, and then come back for the solution. All right, let's go. So a number of my students were able to figure this out, and that was really, really good. All right, let's go. So we have a quarter. All we have to do is just add to find out what is the total fraction. And that will give us how much is used. Because if we need to figure out how much is left, we can basically figure out how much is used, and then we subtract that from the whole. Alright? So we have 1/12. So all we have to do now, guys, once it's adding and subtracting, we must find the, somebody finish that sentence. Once you're adding and subtracting fraction, if they are not the same denominator, we have to find the common denominator. Normally the lowest. Now the lowest number can, that 4, 6, 8, and 12 can go into is actually 24. So let's go. 4 into 24 goes 6 times. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 into 24 goes 4 times. So 1 times 4, that's 4. 8 into 24, that goes 3 times. And then now, 12 into 24 goes 2 times. Let's go, guys. Carry this video to your parents. No one tell them say, "Want to join this man class," but they want to go to your class, the school of your choice. So 6 and 4, 10, and that 13 plus that 15/24. So what this is saying, this represents the total land space that we use up there, right, in terms of fraction. So what we can do, we can say 1, which is the whole, as remember, this is a fraction, right? So it's the whole take away 15/24. But let me show you a simple little trick that you can express this one as. Always express it as the denominator. So we can express the denominator is 24. So if we put 24/24, that would be 1, right? If we divide 24 by 24, that's 1. So you make it easier for yourself, because once it has the same denominator, we can just focus on the top. So all we have to do now, we keep our denominator, which is 24, and then we say 24 take away 15, that is drum roll, and that would be 9. So that's the answer for 2. All right, guys. Let's see if we have more. I don't remember this paper anymore. All right, so there is a part 3. It says your class has decided to plant potatoes in the unused portion of the garden plot. What? Oh, and it's a part A. What total fraction of the class garden will be planted with the potatoes? Remember that 1/6 of the garden is already planned for potatoes. And it's a part B. How many total square feet of the class garden plot will be planted with potatoes? Enter your response in the second response box. But let us do it part A first. Now it says now, the total fraction of the class garden will be planted with potatoes. Remember, no, first we have to remember this. Your class has decided to plant potatoes. So guess what, guys? We already have 1/6. Let us reason it out. We already plant 1/6 with potatoes. Now the remainder that we got was 9/24. So we're gonna plant that in potatoes as well. All right. So what we do, we find the LCM of 6 and 24. Of course, that's 24. 6 into 24, that's 4 times. So we multiply by 4. 1 times 4, that is 4. 24 into itself 1 time, 9 times 1, which is 9. And of course, we say 9 plus 4, which is 13 over 24. So that's part A. Who got that? Who got that? Let's look at part B now. It says how many total square feet of the class garden will be planted with potatoes. Bear in mind, what is the total area of the entire garden? What did we get the area for up the top? Let me just carry you back up the top. Remember, it's 40 by 30 and we got a total area of 1,200. So if the fraction is 13, so all the remainder here will be planted with potatoes. So all of them here, space here, a potato we have filled in. Right? So as you can see, it's greater than a half, right? If I go put this, it's a lot. So what we can do, guys, what we can do is just simply multiply the fraction by the total area, which the total area was 1,200. So all we have to do, multiply this by 1,200. Alright, I'm going to use 12 first. 12 into this 2 times, 12 into this 100. And then of course 2 into this 1, 2 into that 50 times. So let's multiply 50 by 30 to give us the answer. 0 times anything is 0, right? 5 is 15, 5 carry 1, 5 ones, 5 ones, 5, and that's 650. So that makes sense, guys, because it's greater than half. So it's going to be 650 feet square. The potatoes is going to occupy. Let's look at another aspect of it. It says using the new plan with more potatoes, write an equation to show the total area of the class garden. The class garden is used to grow vegetables. Make sure the equation shows the sum of the areas in square feet of each section, that is equal to. So we already calculated for potatoes, right? I would say that in terms of square feet, that works out to 650. So let us make a note for that. The potatoes works out to 650. Let us work out each one of them now. Bear in mind, we have to go back up to the fraction. For the carrot, it was a quarter. We already worked out the carrot to go at 300. Yeah, I think we already worked out some of these already, you know. Yeah, we did already. So carrot, 300. Just in case somebody might not remember. All right, broccoli was 150. Remember, guys, tell your parents that you want to join my class. And guys, summer school coming up, and then 100. So guys, I'm gonna do something new, right? I'm gonna add this, and it should give us the total of 1,200. 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0, 5 plus 0, 5, 0, 5, 5 and 5, 10, 0, carry 1. Let's see, 6 and 1, 7, 10, that 1,200. Alright, that's how you know it's correct, because everything must come to 1,200 feet. Alright, guys, give your parents this number. Don't make the video done and you not subscribe. Give them this number and tell them, say, call Mr. Lennox Bennett. You want to go to your school of your choice, and he can assist you in that. So 549-2161. Let me big it up so you guys can see it, alright? So tell your parents now. And that concludes the paper, which was a very nice paper. As I said, I've done it already in the marathon with my students. So guys, looking forward to working with your kids. Students, I'm looking forward to working with you for the summer, for the entire grade 6. The mental ability coming up, the performance tasks coming up, the curriculum base coming up. Get the help, guys, all right? And the classes are online via Zoom, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to fret. All right, let's go. Oh God, by the way, guys, look out for my more videos. So ensure you subscribe and do what you're supposed to do. And not spending time out, no doubt. I'll see you guys in another video.